So now we will continue with the pulse radar that extracts the Doppler frequency shifted echo signal. So in the last block diagram, although it was a Doppler radar, but it was not a pulse radar. That is, we cannot use that block diagram as a pulse radar. That is, which transmits pulses. So this whatever the block diagram we are seeing, so it is a one of the block diagram, that is it is a simplified, we can say simplified block diagram pulse Doppler of a pulse Doppler radar. So again continuous wave oscillator is used, and that is the whatever the oscillations are generated, they are given to the power amplifier. So the power amplifier is again switched on and off by the pulse modulator. That is, we are going to get a pulses from this modulator. So the output is again given to the duplexer. So in this way we are transmitting a pulses. Then again we are receiving at the receiver side, and we are using a Doppler filter to extract the Doppler frequency shift that has taken place. So here it is a coherent method, that is we are again using the reference for detection purpose. At the receiver side we are using the reference, that is the arrow which is coming from the continuous wave oscillator. So this arrow indicates that, so it is a coherent receiver. Now if the transmitted signal is represented by AT sine omega t, and received signal is represented by AR sine 2 pi ft t minus tr. What is this? Why we have written this received signal as AR sine of 2 pi ft t minus tr? That is, whatever the signal we have transmitted, ft we have transmitted, ft into t. Now whatever that there is a time difference, that is tr amount of time has been elapsed since the transmitted wave have reached the target and again returned back to the radar. So we can say that tr is the round trip time, that is from the radar to the target and back. So tr is equal to 2r by c, where r is the present range of the target. Now again in the above equations, AT and AR are nothing but the amplitude of the transmitted signal and amplitude of the received signal respectively. Okay, now if we assume that the target is moving towards the radar. So when the target is moving towards the radar, the distance is obviously reducing. So what is the distance r? R is equal to r naught, that is some predetermined range r naught minus vr by t, minus vr into t. What is vr? Vr is nothing but the radial velocity of the target. That is because it is in a moving way. So therefore it is radial velocity. Now what is a V received signal? So V received signal, we can just write it as R. I have just replaced in the equation. In the above equation of received signal, we have just replaced it by 2 times of R naught minus VR into T by C. So when you just simplify this equation, we are going to get the equation AR sine of 2 pi ft 1 plus 2 Vr by C into T minus 4 pi ft r naught by C. So whatever this equation here, so this equation, this one we are neglecting. So when we just see this equation, in this equation the whatever frequency we have transmitted ft has now modified to 1 plus 2 Vr by C. That is, it has added, the frequency has added with the amount of 2 Vr by C. So 2 times of ft Vr by C. So this is the addition of the how much addition of the frequency that has taken place. Now when you just replace, so when you just replace this C by ft by lambda, so we are going to get the Doppler frequency as fd. We can just write it as fd is equal to 2 times of this one. It is nothing but this equation, that is here this is nothing but 2 times of Vr by lambda is the Doppler frequency shift. Now if the target is moving away from the radar, so away from the radar, the sign of fd, whatever this fd is there, that is it will be minus of minus of 2 times of VR by lambda. So this is the only difference what we are going to get when the target is moving away from the radar. So now, so as per this block diagram, so we are receiving at the receiver, we are receiving the VR, that is received signal, which is where the frequency is getting added or getting subtracted based on the movement of target. Now with this receiver, we are here, you can see again we are mixing this whatever the received signal and the transmitted signal, both we are mixing with the help of mixer. So when you mix the signal with the reference signal is again a sine 2 pi fc into t, that is whatever we have used at the transmitter side. So same thing we are using here. So that one, when we use that sine 2 pi ft, so what we are going to get when you mix up these two signals, that is simply multiply these two signals. So when you just simplify it, you are going to get the difference signal ad cos 2 pi fd into t minus 4 pi r naught by lambda. So fd is nothing but your difference frequency, Doppler frequency. So if fd is equal to 0, it indicates that the target is a stationary target. And on the other hand, so if the sign takes on value plus or minus 1, the sign of the clutter echo amplitude can be minus as well as plus. If the echo signal from a moving target results in a time varying output, which is the basis for rejecting the stationary clutter echoes but allowing the moving target echoes to pass. Now here now when we get this one, that is when we get the difference signal, so what is done, so there is a sweep to sweep subtraction is done with the help of delay line canceller. So what is in the below the figures which are this and this, both the figures are showing the output of the output after the Doppler filter. So we can see there are this is a bipolar signal, that is there are positive as well as negative values here, that is positive and negative, that is this may be negative and this may be indicates positive. So when you take the output, that is one output and one more delayed output, so that is delayed version of the output, so you can see that, so and we have to subtract both. So when we subtract both, so we can have the only the difference signal, that is how much the difference has happened in both the signals. So when you just subtract these two, when you just subtract this and this signal, we can get the output as, so in this way, this much. So in this way we can get the output, so which indicates only the extra part, that is how much is the difference between the first signal and the second signal. So whatever this signal we are getting, it is a bipolar signal. So again what we have to do, so bipolar signal is passed through a passed through a block called absolute value, which just transfers into a bipolar to unipolar.